Oh, all right, on location in the garage.
The garage, we made it.
24, episode 24.
It's a special one.
It is. So we were in here just discussing life and some pretty serious topics, and then all of a sudden you hear an ominous, and you say, "Who is it?" And there's no answer. And then you just get another, "Who's there?" Because I'm like, kind of suspicious. And then I whispered, "Is Josh still in town?" And sure enough, Josh comes through the door. So our buddy Josh from Oklahoma, Edmond, Oklahoma, he's in the background here tonight. So three of us used to roll around together.
Yeah, he was here a couple weeks ago and that episode didn't get recorded.
Yeah, which was a bummer because that was so much fun. We had a blast. So we were actually talking about it. So we all used to roll around together back in the day, and he said, and Josh, you can chime in at any point if you want to, feel free, but he had said, when we used to roll around together, he said, "Hey, Jay Rich, I forgot how young you were during those times."
Yeah, you were a youthful lad.
I was 17, 18 years old, and you were 18, you're 7 years older, so you were 24, 25, Josh was 22-ish.
Yep.
So I'm just a kid, super impressionable, and these guys are just hazing me.
Dude, do you remember the bike rides?
Yeah.
The late night bike rides.
Those were epic. What's
crazy now is I think about when we would go down Lincoln Way. Full speed.
Yeah,
we were probably
Papa John's on the
going,
right.
What do you think, 35?
Easy. We were
Dude,
floating.
if we wiped out, we were dead.
Dead. We didn't wear helmets.
No
it was
helmets.
the middle of the night. It's like, what were my parents letting me do at 18, like cruising around the streets with a 26-year-old man on a bicycle? Jay, Rich, and Jerry, we're here with you. Trail Whispers podcast on a Thursday afternoon. Fun stories, chiropractic care. Life's an open book, so sit back in your chair. We're walking down the trail of life, so come along. With Trail Whispers podcast, you can't go wrong. Hey, thanks, Mom and Dad.
Yeah. Okay, were you with us the time that that Josh wanted to get that grape juice? Remember that? And we were at the Giant Eagle parking lot.
Yes.
And we couldn't open it.
Yeah.
So we had to kind of like just...
And it broke.
The
glass bottle broke.
A little sparkling grape juice.
I remember that. What was the deal with the grape juice?
I don't remember. I think he just wanted a refresher. May have been like communion.
He just wanted to have a personal communion in the parking lot of a Giant Eagle. Yeah. Dude, that was fun. But dude, those bike rides. Because we went down... One night we were going down Whipple. Do you remember that? Because I remember going down that hill and like Big Lots was on the right. Do you remember that area?
Yep.
There's a like putt place and then Big Lots is over there. That hill was crazy. We were flying.
Yeah, we did some late night bike treks.
Man, I think that we left from your mom's on that one up on Woodlawn.
I think one time we made out to Kent Stark.
We did.
Made out there. Yeah, we had some good bike rides.
Those were the days.
Remember the one time we stopped in at the Schroeder's? They were having like a little campfire. I think we went over there for a few minutes.
Yeah,
and then we
Lana and Steve.
And they were just, they still don't know what to think of us.
No.
But at that time, they're just like, they're ready for bed at 9 p.m. And we're going biking at 9 p.m. for 3 hours.
And you worked with Steve too, like every day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was back when I first started at the FedEx. So.
Okay, you need to tell the story. That just reminded me. You need to tell the story about the Christmas. Was it the first Christmas party at Josh's house? Your outfit.
My sweater?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an all-time highlight.
I rigged up like a 50-piece Christmas light set to a sweater, and I had a 150-foot extension cord on like wheels that I wheeled around the party, and then at one point they went off because Josh had unplugged my extension cord. That was a fun party.
Dude, that was so fun.
It was like, and that's the thing about that kind of stuff, like, no one was getting drunk over there or anything like that. It was just a bunch of, like, I was just such I didn't need anything to be an idiot.
No.
I'm just an idiot.
No.
And so I'm ringing up Chris. My dad is like looking at me as I'm leaving the house, like, what did I do? Who did I raise? Where did I go wrong? He's taken the extra lights and strung them to one of his mother's sweaters. Have a good night, son. Go to my friend Josh's house. So.
Yeah, that was fun.
Dude, that was epic.
That was definitely a memorable party.
Another thing I thought of when you said Schroeder is at FedEx. I worked Saturdays and I worked second shift. And so I brought in a panini press, had it at my desk, and I left it on one time all weekend long on accident. And Brett Kerr comes up to me, this was after your time there, and he's like, your sandwich machine was on all weekend. Mike was worried about it, that you cannot have sandwich machines in the office. Like, I'm sorry.
My goodness, you could like burn the building down.
So this thing was red hot all weekend long, didn't burn anything down. Yeah. And then another Saturday I was working, I had a George Foreman grill at my desk. I had 6 sausages on there. And so I'm grilling up sausages, the phones are ringing, and people are answering the phones. I'm like, all right, anyone want sausage? I've got some onions here. Anyone want onions? Like, we did it up right. My one buddy brought in a big flat top, and we're in the kitchen, like in between phone calls, and like we got, I don't even know how many dogs we had going, like 25, 30 hot dogs on this thing. And then like management comes down and is like, you guys cannot be doing this. And they're just like, dude, we're having a good time.
Oh,
what
yeah.
Do you care? You know? I don't know.
Dude, do you remember the roller dogs in the basement we used to have?
That. Yeah.
Man, we used to have some epic roller dog
That died
days.
with you.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I always had grills at the office. So now at work, sometimes I'll grill hot dogs for the guys when they get back for the day. The guys that are out in the field building, I'll fire up the charcoal grill and put some dogs on. They call me
fun.
Like the glizzy is a slang term for hot dog. You heard of glizzy before, Josh? So they'll call me names.
There's a big glizz.
Glizzly bear, glizzy gobbler, different things. The one time they came back, I had a hot dog behind my ear, like a pen or a pencil. I'm just like grilling dogs. I'm an idiot, but
but you've kind of become like the you're kind of like the on-staff mom at the office, because you were always doing all the Fridays, whenever they do like frying up the chicken
that's
and all that.
Favorite
That's
days
like
of
your
the year is the deep fry, making donuts and chicken strips and.
Kids like to see those videos. I have those on my phone, and sometimes I'll pull up old like videos and just go through. They love that one of you out there. It's snowing, and you got your hands in the deep fryer, and they're just like
burning my hands.
What's Justin doing?
Snowflakes are landing in the grease and like popping at me. So I remember that at McDonald's back in the days when I worked there. There'd be like a new person on French fries, and like from the back we'd chuck an ice cube in the deep fryer, and it would just like explode and just like mess with people. That was messed up. It was so much fun. I don't know. I think I have a knack for, I said it out there, hyping people up and just being silly. So
Like a hype guy.
yeah, it's fun. I like it. So yeah, the last episode where Josh was with us, we failed to record. We ran out of space on the phone, so I just cleared out 171 videos. My kids make all these videos. My son will sit down and make how to draw videos. And
So you upload them to YouTube?
he doesn't do anything with them.
Just makes them.
Just makes them. So they want a YouTube channel, so maybe we'll let them get a YouTube channel.
I do like last episode, they were talking about how we have 35 subscribers.
Yeah. So
And
we
so
had
they're-
34 when they did it. Now we have 35. So we
Okay,
gained
so
one.
they helped us gain
One
one.
of my friends listened to it, and she was like, because your son asked, I subscribed. I was like, that's
Dude, that's
nice.
pretty cool.
And then apparently the comments were off because Jonah was like, comment below if you're an NBA basketball player. Comment below if you like this. Comment below. Like, so.
And comments were off? Did you get them turned back
Apparently
on?
I forgot to, I turned them off on accident somehow, but now they're on. So comment below if you're an NBA basketball player. We'd love to hear from you. So, yeah.
Dude, that was fun having the kids on, hearing their stories, their
Yeah.
perspective of you as a dad.
They're fun. They're a blast. We have so much fun together. Speaking of that, I try to, so they're with me every other week, which I love that time together. And I just try to make that time about them. Like we do chores. They have a chore chart, so I try to stay organized with that, where they have one chore. So on the chart I put a chore, I put clean your room, and I put devotions. Like, if we do those 3 things, I consider that a win for the day. And every day that you check those boxes, you get $1. So at the end of the week, you can make $7, you know? And so then we'll go out to the store if they want, and they can spend their money. So anyways, excuse me. But I try to make it about them. So I was like, what do you guys want to do? We love playing catch with the baseball. And they're like, we want to go play baseball at the park. So there's that community park down the road.
Oh, yeah.
And they have a baseball diamond. And so we go down the baseball diamond. And I'm pitching the ball. We got a new bat at the store. And so my daughter wants to hit. So I pitch a baseball. She drills this ball. Flies right at me. Hits me right in
the nuggets?
The chicken nuggets, yeah. The chicken nuggets. I fell on the ground. I started dry heaving. I thought I was going to die. I crawled out into the outfield, and Jonah was like, are you okay? And Noah's like, give him a minute, Jonah. Just give him a minute. I think he got hit in the chicken nuggets. So I was just like, guys,
dude,
I just need
you
a
couldn't
minute.
respond, you couldn't react quick enough?
No, I wasn't expecting it.
Oh, okay.
And so I pitched the ball, and I'm just standing there. I wasn't
She just smoked this thing.
Never hits the ball that hard, but just drilled it perfectly. And I haven't been hit like that, I don't think, in my entire life. It was...
You think it ruptured something?
No, I'm fine. But my lower back started to hurt. It was wild. My back started to hurt. My stomach started to hurt.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Kind of like cramps.
What can you do? But it was funny. After looking back on it, it's hilarious. But the moment, I thought I was going to die. So.
Well, maybe you need to get her into softball. Maybe that's her calling card.
They're all like baseball. It's fun. We have a good time. Yeah. Playing catch. We'll go play catch in the yard in the evening. Ella drives this Jeep around. So you see this little Jeep back here. She'll drive that around the yard. I wired that to take the drill battery so I can just pop new batteries in it. That way she doesn't have to wait for it to charge.
Perfect.
So just kind of bought some on Amazon, wired that up. So, yeah.
Dude, that's cool. That's a fun time with them. As far as that goes, what else did you guys get into last week after the pod? You had them for what, the whole week?
Yeah. Trying to think. Evenings back here, we went to Bob Evans for dinner Wednesday night. They always love that. And parenting moment from Bob Evans. Let me know your feedback on this. Josh, if you want to chime in, you can. But anyways, sitting there, and we order the food, and there's a Bob Evans kids meal. So they give you this kids meal. You can color on it and play games and everything. And one of my sons, both of my sons order macaroni. And I say to my daughter, what would you like? Do you want macaroni? Do you want chicken strips? Do you want... They have a turkey dinner you can get. What do you want? She's like, chicken strips. I'm like, okay. So we get the food, and so we've got both the boys with macaroni and my daughter with chicken strips. Everybody likes chicken strips. Everybody likes macaroni. It's not a big deal, right? It's dinner. And so it comes, and she's like, I didn't know it was that kind of macaroni. Can I get that macaroni? And I'm like, no, you can't. This is what we ordered, So she starts crying. She's a 6-year-old little girl, emotional, whatever. Try to be sensitive to that. Well, one of her brothers starts making fun of her for crying. And, I'm eating macaroni. You don't get any macaroni. This kind of thing. And laughing at her. And I don't really like that. Mm-hmm. Especially that it's a girl. We don't treat ladies like that, right? And so I didn't say a word. I just reached across the table, took the macaroni, set it in front of her, took the chicken strips, set it in front of him. And that was it. And then he started to lose it. And I don't understand why you would do that to me. I don't understand. Well, what happened is she ordered this, you ordered that. She was unhappy, you made fun of her. I took it from you, gave it to her, and he's like, I just don't understand why you would do it. Let me explain it to you again. She ordered this, you ordered that, you made fun of her when she cried, I took it from you. But it's I thought about it because we talked about when we were walking the Bob Evans, there was a man, we were in Canton, there's a man laying in the grass crying. I can't make this up. And it was raining outside. And he had eye makeup.
That's kind of unique to, you don't see that in Massillon.
City of Champions.
Yeah.
It's not existent here. But
not crying.
in Canton, but he had eye makeup on. His makeup was running. Like, his face looked scary. Like, my kids were like, "What's wrong with that guy?" He's like, "I don't know. We're gonna go inside. It's gonna be okay. Maybe he's got something wrong." Someone had stopped and was like talking to him and trying to help him. So I'm like, "We're gonna go inside," And I just, So we had a conversation about it of like, why was he out there crying? Well, I don't know. Maybe he's having a bad day. Well, why would he just lay there crying? I don't know, guys. I don't know the guy. I don't know what's going on. But sometimes you need to cry, but then sometimes you just got to get up and we got to work hard and we got to work through situations. It's like you can't stay down forever. At some point, we got to get up. You can be sad for a time, but you got to get up and you got to move on, and you can't just act that way. Right? And so, like, we had that conversation and stuff. Well, then my son pulled this, and I'm just like, no, I gotta. And I thought about it. I was like, well, I could discipline him. I could be like, well, you're standing in the corner when you get home. I'm taking the Xbox away, something like that. But you're never going to forget the time when you were in a Bob Evans and your dad took your macaroni and gave it to your sister, and you were just crushed.
Yes.
Right? Well, then she only ate like 2 bites of it, and he got the macaroni back, and everybody was fine. It's not a big deal. But your thoughts?
I like it. I added something recently like that with the kids, where one was taunting the other because they got something, the other one didn't, and then all of a sudden nobody has it. And I just said, we're not operating that way.
It's an old Solomon split the baby thing.
Split the baby. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I had one moment, I can't remember all the details on it. I try not to waste stuff, but sometimes there are those moments, and I think it was very similar. And I remember taking the whole thing of ice cream, probably halfway filled, maybe even more. And they were going back and forth and the same thing. So I just put it right in the sink, turned the hot water on, and just rinsed it down the drain. I may or may not have scarred my kids, but they remembered that. And so they'll bring that up sometimes in like if someone's doing that, Dad is going to throw this into the garbage.
That's funny.
Yeah, I think you have to pick your spots with that.
Yeah, you don't do like damaging. All the time,
but I think when you do it, then it sticks in their mind of like, hey, maybe I shouldn't make fun of or taunt the other person.
You have to pick it, and you're like, and then you talk through it of like, this is a lesson.
Yeah,
you're never gonna forget this. Yeah. And you can't treat people that way.
Yeah.
Was she right for doing that? No. But that was so not right when you were doing that, right?
Yep.
I don't know. That's my own approach.
Yeah.
I don't do that with everything, but it came up at Bob Evans.
Yeah.
But other than that, we had a good week. And just played in the yard every night when we got home. And my son's super into skateboarding. And so we're doing that stuff and riding around the neighborhood. Jonah's been into golf. So we've got this putting green over here, and then we'll play in the yard. We'll take a can, set it out by a tree, and start at the other end of the yard, and we'll each take a ball. We have the one club, and we just take turns and
head it towards the can.
Yeah, whoever gets it in the least amount of strokes wins, and
Dude, that's fun. That's kind of like Indian ball.
Yeah, I love it. We played Indian ball, so it was good. Good time. What about you?
Yeah, that's cool. I had a fun interaction I have to share coming off your Canton story. So I was at Finn on Sunday.
Yeah.
And took the Florida boys there. They went
Finn Feather for outdoor gear, guns, stuff like that.
Yeah, outdoor stuff. And we're at the counter, and we're talking with the guy at the gun guy, and he's talking with us. And this guy comes and he wants to jump in. And the guy's like, "Hold on, one at a time, whatever." And I can tell he's anxious. This guy's trying to get his way to the counter. And, we're kind of like looking at different shotguns. And so it was kind of like, I don't care if you need to talk to this guy, whatever. And this guy's like, he's waiting on us to finish. And he's like, he looks at the boys. He said, you guys listen to this man. He's going to lead you the right way. And I was like, cool. He's like, got the 10 Commandments here. Honor thy father and mother. And I was like, well, actually, I'm not their dad, but I appreciate that. But
these kids are like, they thought you were their dad?
This guy thought I was their dad.
Yeah.
And so it was funny because then he's telling us, he's like, see these diamonds in my teeth? And he had diamonds in his teeth.
He's like,
I didn't get these from being on the streets. And he's getting real close. He's one of these close talkers. He's like, I got these from obeying the Bible.
I obeyed the Bible, so I got diamonds in my teeth.
Dude, it was...
Proverbs 32.
It was so amazing. The best part was then he's telling this guy, he's like, let me see that muzzle loader there. And he got the muzzle loader and he leans it over and he's like, it's not making a noise. And so the guy's like, well, it could be, maybe I think it's your ramrod or whatever, maybe that's loose. He's like, it's not loose. And the guy said, well, where'd you buy it from? He's like, a pawn shop, $100. And the guy's like, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Your problem is it's a pawn shop muzzle loader.
Yeah.
Like, who buys a muzzle loader for the
school.
Streets? I mean, I don't know what he's doing with this gun.
I got these.
I have no idea, but dude, it was an amazing interaction.
That sounds like a
Loved
good
it.
time.
Yeah, so I was glad he interrupted, started talking with us.
Should have got a picture with him.
Dude, he would have taken a
I
picture
know.
all day.
Everyone's got diamonds in
All day.
their teeth that's taking pictures.
I would be interested to know, what does it take, if there's a dentist out there, if we have a dentist listening, what does it take to get diamonds in your teeth? Like, because he
Sounds
opened up his
serious.
mouth and I'm like, those are real diamonds. Or at least they look
What
real.
happens if you lose one? Then you're just kind of hunting through stuff for the next couple of days.
Dude, I don't know.
That's wild.
I mean, I've seen gold fronts before, but never diamonds.
Yeah, or like someone with a gold tooth. It's like, I respect that.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like one of your front ones. Cool.
Would you ever do gold teeth?
No. I'm not flashy, Jerry.
Yeah.
So, I can't. We'll have to throw in some clips. Speaking of flashy, we'll have to throw in a clip of shooting around out here. We had a good time shooting hoops.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got a friend that he's got trick shots up his sleeve.
Just sitting in a chair, launching a ball.
One of our favorite memories of him is just the half court.
Nice shoes.
Dude, it's so fun.
Oh, man. Do you remember
Yeah.
back in the day running the courts at the rec center?
Oh, it's fun.
That was so much fun. I was so much better then, and I wasn't good, but I was.
You remember the one girl up front that thought you had cancer? Remember that?
I don't, but a lot
Yeah.
of people have thought that.
Yeah, she thought you had cancer. I think one time, I don't remember if it's just me or me and Josh going back, and she's like, what happened to your friend? Kind of like, maybe like, well, he passed.
Yeah.
So,
I told you about that lady at Lowe's, Fight the Good Fight.
no.
I didn't tell you about that?
No.
We didn't talk about this? Yeah, I was working at Lowe's at the time I was just working the cash register in the lawn and garden center, and this old lady, like really like frail looking, she comes up and she's like, "Are you fighting the good fight?" And I thought she was like the good fight of faith, like First Peter, like fight the good fight of faith. I'm like, somehow this lady knows I'm a Christian. I'm like, yes, I am. And she was just like, God bless you for working through it. I don't know how you do it. I was like, praise the Lord, And I'm like 18. I don't know what's going on. Turns out she's talking about the good fight, like cancer. And I'm like, no, I'm just a kid that had alopecia, and I'm all right. And I still feel bad because she's surely dead, because she did have cancer. And so she thought she met someone else with cancer to like bond with, and like, this guy's such an inspiration because he's continuing to work. And
Do you think she thought you were like an AARP member or something?
she didn't. She knew I was young.
Okay.
But I don't know. Yeah, stupid things like that have happened to me a lot.
How many times would you say in your life you've had people in that same boat where they think you're...
When I was younger, all the time.
Not now?
No. I think now, like, baldness is more accepted in society a little bit. Like, there's a lot of guys that are bald now. We were actually just talking about it in our Sunday school class. There's a guy that's really thinning out. He's like, yeah, I'm going to have to shave it. Because, like, back in the day, like, my dad had the hair around his head and the bald on the top. Like, now, you don't do that. You just shave it.
Shave it off.
So, like, but back in the day, it wasn't. And then when I was a kid, when you're a kid and you're bald, it's like, something's wrong with this kid. But especially when you're, like, 12.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I went bald when I was 7th grade. And so it's like, that time frame, people think something's wrong with you. But when you're 34,
yeah,
slightly.
Who is it that's
that
that you're someone you need to inspire, or they know they need to shake
They
it
know,
off?
and that's what they said was, I'm going to do this.
Hey, good for them.
I'm gonna
They're
wait a
facing the
little bit.
facts.
I've got a little bit more time left, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah, tell them that little bit of time is...
It's gone. If you're already thinking about it, it's time to go.
Dude, I remember running into a friend of mine, Corey.
Oh, yeah, Corey.
And I think it was probably, I don't know, you can remember this. We ran into like a store years ago, and Josh was kind of like, yeah, I think he knows it's about time. He's still holding on. And even on Sunday, my wife was like, he needs to just let it go.
You got to.
Because what happens is now he has an island. And so the waters are
Isn't it a
separating. It's a peninsula.
Yeah.
The waters are separating from the waters. Very
Yeah.
Genesis 1 from the firmament.
Yeah,
There's like this.
There'll be a firmament in heaven. Yeah.
There's a firmament up
Yeah.
there. There's a void.
Yeah.
And you have to be creative of, some front, some back, some sides to just kind of get it all to...
Yeah.
But the problem is the wind blows or anything. And it's like...
Remember our friend Wash Joe Cox when he had that happen?
He just had
This was like comb. And I remember seeing a video. I very vividly remember seeing a video. I was not there. But he's like sitting there and he's like going like this. He starts going crazy and his hair is just like whipping up and he's bald. And so I'm proud of him for making the leap and joining our team. It's not easy to do.
Yeah, what's fascinating is the people now that you look at and you're like, they still won't make the leap.
Yeah.
They need to make the leap. There's times I want to go up to these people and just be like, just do it.
Yeah. I had someone come up to me one time, and it's someone you knew from like back in the day. Like, I heard Jeremy's bald now. And I'm like, yeah. Like, you realize you're like, I'm bald, and you're telling me that someone else is bald. Like, I'm supposed to be like, oh, that's weird that he's bald. Like, what? Like, so dumb.
Yeah.
So yeah, you gotta let it go.
I was just telling someone recently that if all you're known for is your hair, it's probably not a good, lived life.
You're rolling in the backwards caps and stuff too.
Dude.
Maybe I should do that.
Dude, you got one?
Yeah, I think I got one.
Careful. You feeling okay? You look like you're struggling to get out of that chair.
I'm sinking down. I just had 300 milligrams, Jared, caffeine.
Is that a Richardson cap?
It is. I wear this when I mow the grass sometimes. If the sun's bright. Yeah.
Dude, I like to, I'll go with the hat off. I'll go with the hat on, forwards, backwards. I got a nice brim hat that I'll wear. Just, you get that full protection.
This is a look.
Oh, dude, looks good.
Yeah. Feels good. I'm not a hat guy.
You can wear a hat, though.
Not backwards.
I think you just need the right hat.
Yeah, this isn't the right one.
Yeah. The best ones are the fitted ones.
I don't like fitted hats.
Really?
Yeah.
Too restrictive? A
little too tight. I like the breathability of like the web in that. I remember.
You like your tight shirts though, like that one you wore on the pod, the skin-colored
I don't
one.
wear that anymore. I only wear it for the pod. People got a kick out of that.
I did see. I was watching our pod. Was it from last week with the kids? Or maybe the time before? And your one friend Aaron commented that I was wearing a rainbow shirt.
Yeah.
So Aaron, if you're out there watching, it's actually a Ghost Runner shirt.
It's another podcast.
It's another podcast that we support.
It's better than this podcast.
Way better. Start listening to that one. You'll never come back.
Yeah, we'll see you guys. Ghost Runners podcast. It's way better.
Way better. Go listen to them. But I didn't realize it was I don't think it's a full rainbow.
Yeah.
But yeah, glad I was supporting it last month.
No, that shirt has like different. It's like multicolor. It's not a rainbow.
No.
And it's got the little ghost logo on. I saw that too, but I didn't respond. I haven't been responding to comments as much as I should. Just life, busy with life, which is good. It's been really good. So.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Go-karts, motorboats, bumper cars.
I haven't done any of that recently. No. Should I?
Dude, you need to. You need to get out a little bit more.
Just hit the go-kart
You need to go that place where you'll go preach. Right down the road, there's a place called Putt and Stuff. You need to go to.
Okay.
fun
I've been there
go-karts.
way back in the day.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough. I mean, it's definitely not as manicured as some other places, but it's just fun. Local,
it's
small
a fun
family.
place. We went with work. We hit a goal and we went and celebrated. We went to Big Shots. It's like Top Golf, but it's cheaper. I think it was like $15 for a bay or something like that. But that was
Is
fun.
it better than Top Golf?
No, I mean it's very comparable. Like,
Okay.
I can't tell the difference. I don't know the difference in these places. I'm not a golfer, but it was cheaper, much cheaper. And dude, it was a blast hitting golf balls. I'm not really a golfer, but it's like hit it out here and get 500. There's different games that you're playing. A lot of fun. So that was awesome.
I could see that being your thing back in the day. You used to be a lot, you're always looking for a deal.
Yeah.
Cheaper. You used to be that way. Now
I
you're
used
generous.
I still enjoy the deals. Like, I was drinking a Bang energy drink. You guys were giving me a hard time, but I bought a case at Ollie's Bargain Outlet. It's $1 a can.
Dude, what was the deal? My sister. Okay, so do you know the website Ola? Surely you know it because of Blake.
Mm-mm.
I figure Blake's probably into this. So Ola is like online liquidation auction
In Columbus.
and other areas, but Columbus is
I got a lot of these tools from that place.
Okay, so they got a pallet of Zevia,
Oh, the soda, yeah.
the soda, which I guess is like normally like $25 a case, and they got them to where they're like less than $5 a case, but literally bought like
Wow.
a pallet on there. So you might want
That's
to check
awesome.
out Bang Energy on there. Maybe you can find
Yeah, I
one.
bet you I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my hunt for the deal usually leads me to places like Dollar General, Dollar Tree.
Huh.
So, yeah, I was in I have a story about both those places, but
Okay.
I kind of had a moment of shame this past week because I ran out of coffee. I didn't have any energy drinks, and it was early in the morning. So I'm like, okay, it's 7:50
You ran out of coffee like at your house or at the office?
at my house.
Okay.
I'm picky about my coffee. You know that. I really like iced coffee, Jerry. I know it's gay, or I know it's. I'll edit that out. I know it's frowned upon by you, but
No, I like a good iced coffee.
so I'm picky about my coffee, and so at the Dollar General they have energy drinks for $2. At a gas station's like $4. I'm like, I'll go to Dollar General. It's like $7.45, $7.50. I get there at $7.50, and I go up to the door. I see people inside. It's all the workers. I'm like, cool. I'll go and grab a drink. They're not open yet, so I'm like, well, I got 10 minutes. So I'm sitting in my car outside of Dollar General waiting for
10
it
minutes.
to open. And I felt like it was Black Friday, Wii shopping back in the day. And I just felt this feeling of shame come over me. I'm like, where am I at in my life that I'm waiting for a Dollar General to open? And then as soon as it opens, two ladies leave and go outside and start smoking. I'm like, this day just started and you're taking a smoke break already.
You
That's
have to,
crazy.
and you work there. The
They're all
deals
stressed
are
out.
they're stressed out.
And
yeah.
then the lady's name was Frankie. So I go inside and I'm like, hey, Frankie, how's it going? And I don't know why I do this, but I always overshare with these people, right? I'm like, I feel so ashamed. I was sitting outside waiting for this place to open. I thought you guys open at 7. She's like, don't make it longer than it has to be. I don't want to be here any longer. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I hope it goes better for you today. I hope it's a good day. But yeah, that was a shameful time for me.
But you got your energy drinks. You were good to
I
go.
was good to go. And then I was in a Dollar Tree today because I was out.
Dude, what's the difference between a Dollar General and Dollar Tree?
Oh, sure. So there's really 3 different dollar franchises out here.
Okay.
Yes, Josh. You did something funny? Okay, apparently so.
I just love that. So back-to-back days, Dollar General and then Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I'm in Dollar General about every day.
Okay.
So Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar
Okay.
Tree. Family Dollar.
Give me the tier.
Okay. Dollar General,
Okay.
Family Dollar, Dollar Tree.
Okay.
Now, Dollar Tree, everything's $1. In Joe Biden's economy, it's actually $1.25. Hopefully, it didn't offend any of our viewers, but prices have went up, so it's $1.25 per item. So, just saying. So, Dollar General, they're selling like home decor. You can buy shirts in there, shoes, things like this, right? And Family Dollar sells some of that stuff, but there's just more going on at Dollar General. Sure, you're tripping over stuff down the aisles because they're just pallets of things sitting around. But they also have a really cool optical section at Dollar General.
Really?
Yeah, and it's actually one of our sponsors. So Enjoy Optical, Edmond, Oklahoma. Talked about him before. Curated eyewear shop. The doctor there, Wash Geocox, he is a board-certified optometrist. Ophthalmologist?
Optician. Yeah, ophthalmologist, optometrist, I think, deal with
meteorologist.
Very similar. They just kind of like a dartboard. We think his eyesight is like this.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So they get you fitted up for frames, designer frames, lenses, but the problem is not everyone can get out there just due to hardships in the economy. And so they've actually opened up pop-up campuses in every Dollar General location nationwide. So 19,000. Wow. And it's pretty impressive. I was at the one in Barberton this past week, and it needs restocked, and there's some things need cleaned up, but I'm going to talk to the staff there. Frankie and the crew are really going to make sure things are taken care of. So head on in there today. They're running a special. Use promo code HOMELESS, kind of person that knocks on a door and doesn't answer who it is or let them know that you're coming over, and they're going to give you 99 cents for a pair of frames and lenses, but then they're going to give you the next pair for 49 cents, so for $1.48.
Dude, what a deal.
Pairs, so.
Are there just pallets of glasses, like designer glasses, in every Dollar General?
Louis Vuitton, Michael Kors,
Jacques
Romano,
just anything.
Yep, all the frames, all the designers. I know all kinds of brands. So
dude, unbelievable. Now you're not going to get that at Dollar Tree or Family Dollar.
So that's the tier. So I would say Dollar General. You can pretty much grocery shop in a Dollar General. I've actually seen people do it, and then they pull out their government card and use my tax stuff. Anyway, so yes, it's way more efficient ways to shop, but here we are. And so yes, Dollar General, Family Dollar, very similar Dollar General, whatever. And then there's Dollar Tree where everything is much cheaper. So yeah,
I feel like I went into a Dollar Tree one time to get like a birthday card. Dude, it's just, I feel like everything in there I just want to burn. It just seems like everything plastic and junk. It seems really, really bad. I don't even think I came out with the card. I think I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Just really bad.
That was actually going to be one of my things I was going to ask you, the top 5. What are the top 5 items bought at a dollar store? But I forgot to get it off my phone. But the number 1 item is greeting card.
I believe it.
Yeah. So they're usually 2 for $1.
Yeah.
It's like if you go to Walmart, you're going to spend $4 on a card.
Yep.
I don't get cards. Like, I get it for special occasions, an anniversary or something like that. But like the birthday card, to me, it's like I'm putting money in this card. Would you rather me spend the $4 on the card, or would you rather me give you the $4? That's kind of how my mind works.
I did that one time for a graduation.
Yeah.
I bought it with like a whatever bill I used. I put the receipt in there with the change, so if they wanted to return the card. And I wrote on the receipt as well, so that way the card was still empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I'll go to graduation parties for church and stuff, and this girl had just graduated, and instead of, I had $20 I was going to give her, and instead of getting the card, I just had a Sharpie and I wrote on the $20, happy graduation, like, so happy for you, blah, 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 sign my name, and just put it in their box.
Dude, that's awesome.
And then, of course, you know, it's like your parents make you fill out these thank you cards. And it's like, thank you so much for coming to my party. Thank you for your gift. I really appreciate it. And it's like, you didn't realize that I just gave you $20 with your name written on it. But yeah, so that's really the hierarchy. But I was in the Dollar General today, and there's always interesting people working in a Dollar General, and customers. But the people working,
like, what do you mean interesting? Like, describe interesting.
I don't want to say anything hurtful about anybody, but it's just, go in there, you'll understand what I'm saying.
Okay.
And so this lady is in there, and
use your imagination.
Bringing people up, and someone pays, and I see her like go over and mark something on a piece of paper, and then go to ring me up, ask me if I want a receipt, ask me if I want cash back, and I'm like, no, I'm okay, no cash back, thank you, whatever, don't need a receipt. I was getting a snack, like whatever, and then she goes over and makes another mark. And I just am curious, like, what are you marking down? and she's marking down on this piece of old receipt
How many
paper.
bald people are coming through?
No, it says sales, and she's marking down how many people she rings out. And I'm like,
Hustler.
what, are we on commission? Like,
Maybe.
what is going on? I don't know. Maybe she's trying to prove something to her boss, how busy she is. But I feel like they could pull like the report and see you rang out this many people, Linda. Like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know why she was doing this or what she was doing, but it just kind of threw me off.
Dude, that's
So,
interesting.
Yeah.
Did you ever work cash register at McDonald's?
Yeah.
Did you?
I had to work everything.
Dude, it's a fun position to work.
Yeah. It is fun. I like interacting with people.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And a
I do
good
too.
cashier goes a long way. There was this guy back in the day, Peter. Remember Peter?
Oh, dude.
He might even be a subscriber. Great guy.
Dude,
But
probably is a subscriber.
people
Pete, if
used
you're
to-
out there, we want you to, I know that you're an artist. I want you to pen or pencil just a picture of us. I feel like in the garage. This is probably a good
He's written
setting.
some books and stuff and published
I
some
believe.
books.
Yeah, actually, I ran into him at Aldi's about a year ago, and he was telling me
Okay.
about that.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty sweet, pretty cool guy. But I remember back in the day, I think he was in school or something, but he was working at McDonald's, and people used to come in and like there'd be other registers open, like, we'll wait for Peter to ring us out.
Dude, he just loves people.
Yeah,
Genuinely.
it was cool. So like, yeah, good cashier makes a world of difference. So I did cashier and I did different stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, I think some of my best moments as a cashier are the people that they just feel like they need to come up to you just to complain. Like they're going to just tell you, you could just say, hey, how's your day going? You know, and they're going to have they're going to retort with something negative and, you know, my day is like down the dumps. And you're like, oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, every day is this bad. You just can't do anything for them. Those are the people you want to just double ring everything.
Yeah, so like asking the how are you question. Do you ask people how are you doing?
Yeah, I'll say, how's your day going?
Yeah, I'll do
And
that too.
Genuine.
Yeah, and like I care. You can
Yeah.
talk to me. If it's not going good, Frankie, if you don't want to be here any extra time, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll smoke one with you.
That's
8 a.m. I'll smoke.
Give me a Virginia Slim. It's 8 o'clock. Get me out here. You gotta let me borrow the lighter. I left mine at home. So it's
Just let me get a Bang Energy drink,
Yeah,
Frankie.
let me
I
grab
love
an
this.
energy
I
drink
love
real
to
fast.
slug back one while I'm
get
smoking.
my heart palpitation going and get some smoke flowing through my lungs, and we'll have a great conversation. Oh man, yeah. But like, I genuinely care. Like, how are you doing? Like, that's who I want to be. And is there times where I just ask it out of habit? Absolutely. But in that moment, if you said something off the wall, I would want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Most people would just say it's going all right. You know. So I like to ask.
Okay, it's funny because sometimes you forget the retail world. These people are just there, just working it. It's
Punching the
part-time
clock,
job.
getting out.
Yeah, that's it. I had 2 interactions I can think of. The one was at World Market when we were in Florida, and I almost told the guy to just leave because he's just buying a bag of oranges. And the cashier was
At
like,
World Market, buying a bag of oranges?
just, sorry, not World Market, Market 365.
Okay. Is that like an Earth Fair kind of place?
It's kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's it. And she's like, is that all for you? That's it. Nothing else good in this store I can find to eat.
Okay.
And I was just like,
What are you doing?
What are we doing? And I asked her, I was like, is this common? She's like, yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are pretty grumpy and grouchy. And I said, you should just tell them, you know what? I actually think these are probably bad. It's probably better for you to just go without anything
Yeah.
and just like take them off the register. But we had a dude, Finn. I forgot to tell you about this guy. He was all up in arms because if you go to buy a gun, you have to fill out that on the tablet, like fill it out for like a background check.
We don't own any firearms or condone firearm ownership.
Anti-gun.
We are super liberal. Biden 2024 as far as we're concerned. Go ahead, Jerry.
Okay, so he's filling this out, and I'm standing right beside him from me to you.
The employee or this
No, the customer that's buying.
Diamond Tooth?
Not Diamond. Diamond Tooth and Frankie were over on the other side.
They were smoking.
They were smoking.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm
you know,
good now.
so this guy's filling it out, and fills it out, and it takes like 15 to 20 minutes, And then the worker comes back and they page him over the thing, and the guy's like, hey, you have to fill this back out again. Guy goes nuts. And he's like, listen, we don't fill this out. If it gets flagged, something was wrong. The guy misspelled his birthplace. He was born in Richmond Heights. He spelled it Itchmond Heights. It was going nuts.
You forgot the first letter of the city you were born in?
Yes. So I was partially laughing because I'm like, I love that he's mad at this retail guy that he's making $15 an hour. He's probably working this job so he gets a discount on guns and hunting.
You're going to be mad at how you spell Richmond. I-C-H-M-O-N-D.
Itchmond Heights.
Itchmond.
And the guy's like, I'm sorry, buddy. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do. I don't have time for this. And I'm like, well, dude, you need to learn how to spell.
Yeah, you should have put the R down, my friend.
So maybe he forgot to light one up at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
To just kind of
didn't get started right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's ridiculous. And people, so that's the thing. I'm going through the grocery store. I'm buying the groceries. Yes, groceries are more expensive. Okay? It sucks. No one wants to spend more, right?
Yeah.
No one. But it's not this girl's fault that's ringing me out. She just works here. She's not corporate saying the price. She's not dealing with buying food from vendors and all these things. This isn't her.
No.
She's making $15 an hour to scan all my groceries and tell me to have a good day.
Yep.
Why am I going to complain to this girl? If she says something about, wow, I can't believe it's that much, then maybe I would be like, oh yeah, whatever, it kind of stinks, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's no,
So I have a question for you. Dollar General, you said you go there daily. Is that an exaggeration or is that
That's a little bit of
fact?
exaggeration. I would say 3 out of 5 days.
Okay. So what are you getting there 3 out of 5
Usually
days?
a drink.
A drink, okay.
I buy drinks more than snacks. So they do have these walnuts that I like there, Blue Diamond walnuts.
Okay.
That are really good. But usually I'm picking up, they have Propel electrolyte water, I like that, and they have energy drinks. So usually in the afternoon, if I'm really dragging, I'll pick something up, but I'm not trying to get anything with a ton of caffeine, so they've got some stuff that's 100 milligrams or something.
Well, you like to be to bed early.
I have not been getting to bed early recently, and it's been killing me. So
Is it?
Yeah.
It's good for you a little bit.
Is it though?
I think it's good for you to stretch yourself a little bit. Sometimes you get a little bit too cushy in that little groove and that routine. You need to just get rattled a little bit.
Yeah. I was telling the story to somebody about how I was describing the summer after I graduated.
Oh.
Where we started hanging out a lot.
Dude, it was just, we were on benders.
And so we'd go over to Sharice's house and we'd roll over there. I don't even know what time it was when we'd get there. And we would be up most of the night to the point where we're going to get stuff to make breakfast sandwiches. And I told the story because how it came up was, have you ever stolen anything? And I was like, I have. I used to put hash browns in my winter coat pocket when I was in the freezer at McDonald's. And Ronald, if you're listening, I'll reimburse you for these. But I stole one night 10 hash browns. I know it's wrong. I repented of my sin. But it didn't stop me from, at your mom's house, busting out a frying pan one morning and frying up McDonald's hash browns.
We did that over the fire, right?
I can't
Or did
remember.
we do it in the kitchen?
I don't remember. I remember, and there'd be times too where I'd be in the kitchen with your mom for 2 hours, just chatting, and then you guys are out by the fire. I come out by the fire, or someone else comes in, and
dude, I forgot about that. We were making those breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah, we make breakfast sandwiches. We make all
so
kinds of
fun.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the summer that I got mono, and remember I was down for a while and I was off work and
going to Cedar Point while you were
dude.
on company pay.
Company pay, disability. I think I was going and playing softball. Although I do remember I probably should have been more careful with softball because I know my spleen was swollen, and they said if your spleen gets hit, you could die, and I was like, I'll be good.
I wish I played softball, man. That'd be so much fun. I remember back in the day at Cornerstone, the church I went to. You leaving for the night? Oh, okay, never mind. There was this dude named Troy McDowell. This guy could just smash a softball. And as a kid, you thought this guy was the man,
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah. But anyways,
Dude, that was such a fun summer, though.
That was the best.
Yeah.
Honestly, best summer of my life.
Yeah, that was a fun summer.
Sounds. It was just.
I think we were doing so many different things, but I feel like it's kind of the way it should be when just people hang out, spend time together.
Yeah, and like
Simple.
we can't do that nowadays because we've got families and stuff, but we do this, and this is a blast. But yeah, it was just, there's so much freedom, and it's like, we'll just do whatever we want. We'll roll around here, we'll go here, we'll pick up stuff for breakfast sandwiches. We're going to be up till 3 in the morning. I got to work tomorrow at 4. I'll go home.
You were the only one working at that time.
I know.
Josh was working like 3 hours a week, I think, loading mulch. You were carrying us through that time.
Well, we have my tax dollars worth. Because you're on disability. I don't even know how he was surviving. Had to be the wheeze.
Dude, I know.
I told that story too. So
that was kind of like a cover. I think Lowe's for him was a cover job. It was kind of like to just show like
money laundering.
Yeah.
Something's going on there. But I told the story about the so when I was 19 or 20, I think 20, I was buying Wii's for Josh, and he gave me on Black Friday one time like $4,000 cash, and I had it in the pocket of, I was wearing like swishy pants or something like that, zipper. I remember zipping my pocket up and rolling in and it was November, whatever, into the mall in Belden Village looking for Wii's. I don't know if you were with me or not. I can't remember.
I don't remember
this. I feel like I was with somebody, but I can't remember. Might have been some boys from McDonald's. I think we went one time. But anyways, I had this $4,000 in my pocket, and I'm working at McDonald's buying Wii's in the evenings. We're going to the West Virginia line, telling lies to Walmart employees, we're doing a charity, because they see us every week, every Thursday. These guys
we're giving these away to the youth group.
This is Chris. You remember that guy? Oh my goodness, he was a great guy. That's where I first heard of Ray Comfort.
Yeah.
Because he had the appointment card. You have an appointment with death, and I remember him witnessing to us, and we had a great conversation with him. And that kind of turned me on to Ray Comfort. So, Chris, if you're watching, thank you. So that's legitimately how he talked. I'm not exaggerating.
But anyways, $4,000 swishy pants.
I had $4,000 in my swishies, and I go into the mall, and they had an engagement ring half off or something for Black Friday, and I spent $2,500 that didn't belong to me. And I don't know if he even remembers this story. I ended up paying it back, but it took me a few weeks, and yeah.
So in a way, he kind of bought the engagement ring. So he was kind of technically married
and divorced.
Unknowingly.
But I bought that ring, and I went into the bathroom because it dawned on me as I'm holding this little black bag that I just spent $2,500 that didn't even belong to me. And so I went in the bathroom and I threw up 2 or 3 times. And the people I was with, I don't even remember. I just remember them being concerned about me, and I'm like, it's okay.
Dude, I love it.
And I came back with no Wii's. My dealer was kind of upset.
A little bit upset.
I guess he's more like a pimp at that point. So
dude,
anyways.
I mean, it's crazy because you're one of those people. I would be very cautious if I gave you $4,000. You misplace things, a little bit accident prone. I could just see something happening where
I'm gonna die in a weird way.
Yeah, it's gonna be a really weird way. Just the stories of you sitting on a 24-ounce thing of Coke in a church pew.
Yes.
That just doesn't happen to
people.
did
that. I sat on a drink at a church pew, and then that same night I sat on a drink on my seat in my car. And I even told my kids, because we just went to Wendy's for dinner, and I was like, remind me, because the cup holders were full. Both my sons we didn't have a ton of cup holders. I had a bottle in there, a coffee cup, and then my son had his drink. And I set it on my seat. I'm like, I'll remember that it's here. Jump into the car, slide in the seat, crushes the plastic container. Pants are soaked in Diet Coke. I'm just like, all right, here we go.
This is your life.
This is who I am. And so, yeah, I'm going to, at my funeral, viewers, when the 35 subscribers, when you guys come to the funeral, we'll do a special, Jeremy will do a special episode there on location.
We'll do live.
Yeah, welcome. Well, here we are, episode
36.
Yeah, okay. So I got 12 more weeks? That's depressing. So 12 more weeks on my funeral. I'll be there. I'll be square, I guess. Make it a good time. Get me involved.
Oh, yeah, we'll have a good time.
Good.
We'll definitely have it. Maybe you could come back.
Yeah.
Just like
from the afterlife, Harry Caray. Hey! I was watching an old Chris Farley SNL special before you got here. He's like, I don't speak Japanese! And the contestants get a wrong answer, and they're chopping their fingers off.
Oh, yeah. Because then they put him in like that contraption. And
he's like, wait a second. I answered the right answer. What is going on? And then they like hook up things to him. And they just start shocking him when he gets the wrong answer. And his hair is just like...
Okay, maybe we should film something for when you die that we could play like over the speaker at the church.
Did you remember doing that?
I know we did something
back
years
ago. Back in your old house, back in like 2009, 2010, we did a video. I sat down and you filmed it on your Motorola Razr. And I was like, if you're watching this, I'm dead. And I went through like a whole thing. But I'm just convinced that people are going to be gathered around my coffin as they're like lowering it in the ground. They're just like, huh. Never heard of that before.
Oh, dude, yeah, it'll be epic. It'll be epic. I mean, it'll be a fun way to go out, though.
Yeah, why not? I'm going.
Is there anything you want me to put on your headstone? Like, is there
funny?
Something funny?
Because I told that story how we went to the graveyard and we're like looking around at tombstones the one week. My kids were like having a blast. It was just kind of crazy.
Kind of fascinating.
Yeah, they loved it. They want to go to other ones. I'm like, okay, sure. But I don't know, something that catches people's eye, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. So, whatever.
You may put like former Lowe's employee.
You just put like, I don't speak Japanese on there. Dude, I just can't stop thinking about that SNL skit. Because Mike Myers, way back in the day, and he's like speaking fake Japanese. And then they have other contestants that are American that are pretending to be Japanese, and they're like, oh, like speaking Japanese. And Chris was, what's going on here? Does anybody speak English?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Dude. We didn't watch SNL much when we were hanging out. Or maybe
we didn't, no.
No, I don't think we did too much of that.
We should watch it one night. Maybe next time you come over. That's season 23, episode 21 SNL. Dude. It's on Peacock. It's free.
We'll have to watch it before episode 36 of the Trail Whispers, because at that time you'll be dead.
Yeah, that'd be fun. So.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, funerals are good. It's a good spot to go to. I enjoy
Let us know where we're at for time.
I enjoy funerals because I feel like it's a good time of reflection. So I feel like for yours it could be really good.
1 hour. 1 hour. We got about 10 minutes of free stuff in there, so we'll go a few more minutes. But yeah, funerals, as far as reflection and stuff goes, yeah, absolutely. It's a great time. You headed out?
Yeah.
See you boys. Well, give me a hug. I probably won't see you again. Love you, man.
I was going to ask you, Jay Rich, what happened with the head? Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, thanks. I'll be around for a little bit too. Oh, okay. Oh, cool. I'll see you later.
See you in the morning. Let's see, Brosy. The head. What happened with those razor cuts?
Okay.
It looks severe.
Well, I was fixing some wiring on a deck.
Okay.
At work, I was under there fixing it for a customer, and I smashed it on a joist.
Dude.
And then this other one, I
was a little bit of hair.
Well, I shaved when I shouldn't have. I always shave in the shower. Okay.
Oh yeah, you have to.
Yeah, but I didn't, and I was like, I'm meeting somebody, and I want to have I want to just get a couple of stragglers back here, and I sliced off a huge chunk of skin. Hurt so bad.
Yeah,
so,
dude, that looks...
It was rough.
It looks rough.
It was rough. So, yeah, that was no good. And then, dude, tonight I thought I was going to bleed out. Crazy.
From what?
My insulin pump. I was changing the insulin pump.
Okay.
And I just felt my shirt. I was like, my shirt's wet. I looked down, there's blood running everywhere. So, sorry.
Is that normal?
No, never had that happen in my life. So, that was crazy.
Did you hit like a vein or something?
I pulled the old thing out, and yeah, it's gross. But
Dude.
sorry, guys. Sorry for saying that. Anyways, so funerals, we're reflecting at funerals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, too, like, as believers, if you're at the funeral of a fellow believer, it's like we're reflecting on their life and, like, yeah, everyone makes mistakes and everyone has things they could have done better and everything else. But, like, in general, it's like, I'm going to reflect on the good times I had with this person and like celebrate the fact that they're in heaven.
Yep.
And what Christ did for us on the cross. So it's like, yeah, I think that throws some people off that don't have that mindset when they see someone else like celebrating the life and celebrating the fact that this person's in heaven. Throws people off. So.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to people.
It is
to see a hope that we have in Christ.
That's the most serious thing for a lot of people, and it's like, I don't know. Some people are you okay? Yeah, I'm great. This is tough. I'm gonna miss my dad, but man, I'm so thankful.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's funny that you said you were gonna ask for the top 5 things. So I actually pulled up a list for you. Let me pull this up real quick.
I gotta run to use the bathroom real fast, and I'll edit this out.
I think this is one that's going to hit home with you, but it was fascinating going through this list because this list is, it's definitely like our era, but there was things that I forgot about on this list that I'm reading through and I'm like, dude, I completely forgot about that. So,
first of all, real quick, I want to hear about this, but how funny would it be because he's walking back to his parents' house if we just like try to run him over and like we run this guy down? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Racing in the truck, brights on, laying on the horn.
I wish I had like a paintball gun or something. I would totally like drive by and try to light him up. I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. So you've got a list that I'm going to resonate with. We'll do this and then we'll sign off.
25 of the best snacks from the 90s. It says lunchbox legends that defined a generation. So I want you to see if you can guess.
Any of the 25?
The number one, I don't think I ever partook in this.
Is it Gushers?
Not Gushers.
Is it some kind of fruity thing?
It's not fruity.
Is it a Lunchable?
Lunchable's on the list.
Okay, the pizza Lunchable was the OG back in the day.
Yep. Pizza Lunchable made it. Bagel Bites made it.
Okay, yeah.
So, but this one, I don't think I ever partook in.
90s snacks.
I feel like this is either something that you did on a daily or weekly basis, but I don't know.
90s snacks.
They're still available, too.
Still available.
Still available.
Would you classify it as, is it a sweet?
Sweet.
It's a sweet.
Yep.
Is it a candy?
Not a candy.
Okay, so is it some kind of snack cake?
It's snack and sweet, not a cake.
Some kind of cookie?
Yes.
Okay.
You got the special thing about this is you got to kind of put it together.
Dunkaroos?
Dunkaroos.
Really? You never had Dunkaroos?
Dude.
Oh, dude.
Never had it.
They reintroduced them a few years ago.
Yeah.
They don't make all the flavors anymore.
Yeah. Yep. I think it said like 4 years ago, brought them back around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dunkaroos.
Never had them.
General. Head down today. Yeah.
They're on a pallet somewhere in an aisle.
Yeah.
Next to like bleach and toilet paper.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Dunkaroos is number one.
Okay.
And I was like, I've never had that. Number 2, I felt like was pretty common, fruit roll-ups. Yeah, I think everybody had fruit roll-ups.
Fruit by the foot, too.
Fruit by the foot.
Fruit by the foot was better than fruit roll-up, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Didn't get the thick spit. Just saying. I know it's gross, but if you know, you know. Okay?
You know. Gushers is 3, so you're right there.
Gushers.
Number 4.
Combos?
No. 5 was Lunchables, so you were right there with the...
Did they list a specific Lunchable? Or they said Lunchables?
No, from pizza to crackers, ham and cheese.
That's pretty good. I got 2 out of 5, right away.
This one, there's just something. It's one of a kind. It's candy, but there's something very unique about this candy. It's unlike any other candy. It does something.
Pop Rocks?
Pop Rocks.
Pop
Rocks was number 4.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I remember when first time I had that, you're like, what is going on in my mouth?
Yeah.
And now I just think, what kind of chemicals do they put in there to make this happen?
My kids tried it and it like freaked my daughter out. So like, yeah. It's
Dude,
weird.
we used to see how many we could do. We would see if you could do like 3 or 4 packs in there and stuff.
Yeah.
But it made me think of when I thought of Pop Rocks. Did you ever do the Mentos and Coke challenge?
Yeah, Mentos Diet Coke. For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. I did that.
Dude, it's crazy.
Did you ever do the Sour Warhead challenge back in the 90s? I think like 1999.
I feel like I maybe did.
So you take one of each Sour Warhead candy flavor and you put them all in your mouth at the same time. Was the thing we used to do it on the. I remember sitting on the back of the bus, and kids would have Warheads, and we'd be putting Warheads in our mouths. So
Warheads, those ones would mess me up, and like the what are they, like the gummies and stuff? If I would eat too many, I feel like it would like burn my mouth.
Yeah,
There's something
like
in them.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, destroying ourselves.
I'll just give you the top 10. Number 6 is a drink.
Surge.
Not Surge.
It's a drink.
Still around today.
Mountain Dew.
Nope.
Is it a pop?
Nope.
It's not a pop, huh? It's a drink, not a pop. Number 6.
Mm-hmm.
From the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Dude. I'm trying to think. Gatorade?
Nope.
Give me a hint.
It comes in a pouch.
Capri Sun?
Capri Sun.
Oh, man. Those are still around. These kids at work drink those.
Yeah. Capri
Live
Sun's
with
still
those.
around.
Yeah.
Number 7, I'll give you 2, is Doritos.
Yeah. Have you tried? You probably haven't because you don't eat junk, but the purple bag Doritos.
No.
They're so good. Jared's probably had them. You gotta ask Jared.
Probably.
Jared's had 'em.
Today he was working and he was cracking me up because he had in his tool belt, he had a bag of like gummy worms.
He's all about the gummies.
Just
Those
slaying
guys.
gummy
Yeah.
worms.
The-
Middle afternoon.
So funny.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's him.
Yeah.
High C was number 8.
Okay.
And then number 9 and number 10, you mentioned it. Warheads is number 10.
Okay.
But number 9, this was a trip down memory lane. It's a candy.
A trip down memory lane.
Fruity flavors.
Runts.
Nope.
What shape did it have? The candy. Was it a hard candy?
Yeah, hard candy, and it was kind of like in the shape of like a Sharpie marker
A Sharpie marker.
or a dry erase marker.
The candy was in the shape of a dry
Yeah,
erase marker?
similar to that shape.
Like a bubblegum cigar?
Nope.
I have no idea. I was gonna guess Necco wafers.
Push Pops.
Push Pops.
Do you remember Push Pops?
Yeah, my daughter loves
Dude.
Push Pops.
They're
Still
back around.
Yeah.
Back around. So there's a huge list, but I was like, top 10 were fun. But Dunkaroos, I just never had.
Yeah.
So,
Old school, man.
yeah.
That's
It's fun kind of going back in your mind because you have like stories with that, like Warheads, and you immediately think back to the school bus.
Yeah.
But
It is fun. It's fun how that stuff works. And like, I was talking to a friend about this, like, I don't know, in our society, like we relate things, you know, like with that, like I had this candy, I was on the bus, and like this thing happened, it reminded me of this show that I watched, or vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of interesting how we do that. So.
it's funny how the emotions to like a smell or a song or something like that can trigger a memory so
Yes.
quick. Like today we were working and I forget what song came on the playlist, and it literally reminded me back in the day, City of Champions, one of my first times going to the Massillon Tigers football game, and they would play the song "Throw Your Hands Up and Shout." And I can remember a couple really large ladies
I'm talking about.
that would just take their babies and just kind of hoist them up into the air to the song. And I remember it's just like a youthful high schooler just
like
looking over like
Pride Rock Lion King.
What's going on?
Moment.
And every single time the song came on. But I hear that song today and I go right back to just that one specific memory.
I've had that happen too with
it's
a song.
so funny.
Yeah, or it reminds you of a person because you listen to that song with this person back in the day or whatever.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Fun.
Yeah, there you go. 90s candy.
That's cool. Nice. Well, anything else you want to add?
No, I was thinking, it would be a fun thing. We'll ask the viewers if they would be interested in it. We should do those minute to win it games on here.
That would be fun. I'd do some of those.
Something like that would be fun.
I'd embarrass myself for the viewers.
Yeah.
So subscribe if you're not subscribed. We'd appreciate it. Like the video. It really does make a difference. And
if you're an NBA baller out there, comment down below.
If you're an NBA basketball player, like my son said, if you could please subscribe and comment, that would be great. So, yeah.
We only got 12 more episodes with us together.
Yeah,
so.
And I'll be dead. So, and then episode 36. Well, no,
that'll be the funeral episode.
So we only have 11 together.
Yeah, 11 more.
This is 24.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
So yeah, these next 11 weeks, we'll make sure we have some fun. So we love you guys. And
great episode.
Peace. See ya.